Hey, this is Notser and more World of Warplanes. We are in the F2F. This is a multi-role fighter for the Americans. That means I can equip bombs on it, and I don't know that you could equip bombs before. There was maybe no reason to, but you certainly can now in 2.0. I've noticed that the bombs are just easy to buy, and they're on everything that's multi-role. And yeah, we're just exploring it. I want the P-47 Thunderbolt, a P-51 Mustang. There's down the line for the Americans right now for that P-51 Mustang. I'm very familiar with the Wildcat. This is the naval line for the Americans. I'm very familiar with the American aircraft. If you have a line you want to suggest, please let me know. You know, if I see the comments and there's a lot of people saying, oh, you need to get the Messerschmitt or the Focke-Wulf or the Spitfire. If it lives up to your expectation, those of you who played in 2.0, just let me know, because man, it's kind of daunting to look at all of the lines and go, my first one of the day, I would have to play 25, 30 games and then get a win in every single one to move on to the next one. That's what I like to do. I like to get my first one of the day and move on. It maximizes my time investment into any game, and I can also experience the variety. I like variety. So yeah, I'm using this F2F to engage the enemy, and notice that now we actually hold this objective. The AA is going to convert to ours. We're going to have friendly aircraft that go up in the sky and defend this area. And I'm going to try and attack the enemy, and I'm going to go, oh god! Pulling Notsers. Oops is right, Notser. Pulling Notsers was not just exclusive to warships. We certainly will be running into a couple ground targets and maybe even the ground itself in an effort to take out targets. So bad. But yeah, we're learning. And yeah, that's part of the process, right? Yeah. Don't ever stop. Exactly. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, I've got bombs now. Bottom left. On the bottom right of my health bar, you would see rockets if I had that. And they're really good at taking out the AA defense for the neutral or the enemy-held objectives. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. I also learned that if you press the Alt button, you can see the health pool of everyone in the area, friend and foe, and it lets you line up who you want to go after. You know, focus down the low health targets, pick on anyone where you've got the advantage of being up above them. I'm going to try and convert that energy back to gain altitude, and that's really what you need to do. I'm really trying to take advantage of these principles that exist in the game, and I notice there's a guy or a couple enemies on my tail or in the rear. On my 6, I guess, is what you would call it. Of course, I do like saying on my rear, and yeah, just engage them. Don't actually run into them. That would be bad. There's a rocket. You just saw a rocket off of that guy. Yeah, he's throwing rockets out. I'm very surprised by people just flying directly towards an objective, throwing their rockets and their bombs out and dying. Wouldn't it be better to gain some air superiority before you attack the ground? Did I ram that? I swear I didn't ram that. Yeah, I don't think I rammed it. If I rammed it, I would have taken damage. I got him just before it. Ooh. Here's this British. Can't quite reach him. Now, the biplanes, they've got a really, really tight turn radius at low altitude. They don't need a lot of speed to keep up this turning. I use the mouse to control. You could use the joystick if you want. Mouse feels pretty good. The mouse is basically where that center dot is, and the crosshair catches up to you. It's very familiar if anyone's ever played any fighter. I just want to let you know that I'm doing this with the mouse, so if it's a little hitchy, that's why I'm picking up and dragging. I've got a giant mouse pad for FPS games, but I'm still dragging. So I noticed that the teammates are like, hey, let's go south. There you go. I just press Alt. Look at what Alt tells you. The health of the neutral targets, the friendly targets, the enemy targets. It's fantastic. Can you keep it on all the time? In World of Warships, you can. I would love for someone to tell me, oh yeah, you can just do this. because I think it's incredibly important to pick out the targets that are A, picking on a friendly, but are also low health. That's what you need to do. And sometimes I'm not really comfortable. Oh, that's a neutral target. Well, the neutral, they're not going to be as deadly as an enemy target, because the enemy's going to know to go after someone who is on a friendly 6 or right in front of you, that sort of thing. But you notice, get distracted. Oh, the white, it's low. Shoot it down. Don't let the enemy shoot it down. Otherwise, the enemy's going to get credit for that, and it's going to stay neutral. And this guy's trying to catch me. Turn inside. Oh. My left wing is damaged, and it needs to be repaired. Yes, that's very arcadey. But, you know, sometimes it's just fun to do it like this. Keep firing and keep engaging targets. I know it's really, really simple to not overheat your gun. You know, you can fire forever. I don't know. It's a nice change of pace, but it's not so simulation that I feel like, okay, I need to know how to turn on the engine. I remember playing MechWarrior 2 with my dad or MechWarrior 3. You remember when you had keyboard inserts? Anyone remember that? There was about 45 buttons on these keyboard inserts, and some of them had like 3 or 4 different functions. Oh, God. Those games were just way too complicated. Way too complicated. I don't need that. I need something that's... I can pick up and play it. Oh, let's not hit each other. I could pick up and play it, and yeah, I'm typing to people. People are recognizing me. You guys are really nice. If I see you in game and I don't say, hey, I really apologize. I didn't mean to ignore you. I'm trying. It's action-oriented. There's not a lot of time to just chat. That is the nice thing about ships is there's travel time. So we did pretty good. We weren't number 1 on our team, but number 2 is all right. And I'm having a blast. I hope everyone who's trying it is like, oh, man, this is actually pretty fun. And what more do you need? That's all I need for a good game. I hope it's pretty cool. I hope you're having as much fun. If you're trying it out, I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'll catch you next time. By the way, let me know what line or aircraft I should go for. Thank you.